In other news tonight, the accused teen trigger man in the murder of a Memphis pastor will stand trial as an adult.
16-year-old Miguel Andrade has already been transferred from juvenile court to 201 Poplar tonight, and that's where we find Action News 5's Joyce Peterson with details on what's next for this young man and the other suspect in this case. Joyce?
Yeah, Joe and Joy, Pastor Autura Eason-Williams was shot and killed in her Whitehaven driveway July 18th last year. The Republican DA at the time, Amy Ryrick, said she wanted to try both of the teen suspects in adult court. 6 long months and a big election later, the new Democratic DA today during a hearing in juvenile court said he wanted to try one of the teenagers, Miguel Andrade, as an adult. The juvenile court judge agreed, but he also gave Andrade the opportunity to get out of jail on bond. Booked into the Shelby County Jail Friday night, this is 16-year-old Miguel Andrade's new mugshot. He now faces adult murder, carjacking, and robbery charges for the shooting death of Pastor Autura Eason-Williams, killed in her Whitehaven driveway last year. Her husband, Darrell, told Action News 5 in July he wanted his wife's accused killers transferred out of juvie and straight to 201.
You didn't just take her car. You shot her numerous times. Pulled her out and left her for dead. That ain't no regular crime.
But the pastor's children felt very differently.
My mother was a visionary leader. If I were to say, throw those children under the jail, charge them as adults, give them the death penalty, send them to jail forever, I would not have learned anything from my mother in 31 years.
Judge Tarek Sugarman approved the transfer to adult court and gave Andrade a $200,000 bond. If his family can pay it, he's out with conditions: alcohol and drug counseling, a daily drug screening, and he'll have to wear a GPS ankle monitor, only allowed to go to school and to court. As Action News 5 previously reported, Andrade was already on probation and already wearing a GPS monitor the day the pastor was killed. Attorney Blake Ballin represents the other teen suspect, 17-year-old Brayan Carrillo. The teen pleaded guilty Friday and will remain in the custody of DCS until he's 19.
Because of the nature of his charges, I suspect he'll be in a secure facility, of course, but they will get him the help he needs.
Observers say Darrell Eason-Williams left the courtroom in shock Friday. He wanted both suspects to face the most serious consequences.
My wife would not want these boys to be out here on the streets. I know that my wife will push for them to be transferred to prison. Now, she would want them to get help in prison, but she would not want these boys to be out here on the streets to harm anybody else.
All right. District Attorney Steve Mulroy said he requested Andrade's transfer to adult court due to his criminal history and alleged violent actions during the carjacking, as well as his apparent lack of remorse. There is a third suspect in this murder case, 21-year-old Edward Tabora. He is in jail on a $1 million bond, his case being heard by a grand jury right now. We'll keep you posted. Live outside 201 in downtown Memphis, I'm Joyce Peterson, Action News 5.
The man